What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have a pair of threes, and as you could probably easily tell, these are the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. So this is part of, Jordan Brand's like Reimagined sort of pack, I would say. And these released over the weekend, and I was pretty, I was able to cop a pair in my size pretty easily. It's just that they sold out initially online, and then they restocked again, and then they sold out again. So, but it was far from difficult picking up a pair, and it seems as though a lot of stores have them as well. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the sneaker now. As you probably already know, this is a sort of like a retro of the white cements with the sort of the reimagined treatment, just as we had seen on the Lost and Found pair for the Chicagos. So the color blocking itself is quite simple. It's very true to the original colorway. And as you can see, the side panel here is basically that coke white tumble leather. For some reason, it is tumbled. It's just that it feels a lot smoother. And for some reason, when you run your finger across it, it's kind of different from the sort of the tumbled leather that I've been seeing on a lot of other Air Jordan 3 models. But I'm not complaining. I think they did a pretty good job with the execution itself. That white leather extends all the way towards the front here, as you can see on the toe cap area, as well as the toe box. Obviously, you've got the elephant print here on the the toe cap here. The elephant print itself is, I think it's quite well executed. It's got the gray and the darker gray sort of like gorges or the grooves. That is, very characteristic of the elephant print that we see on Air Jordan 3 models. Now here on the center, we've got this, I guess like a less tumbled piece of leather here used for the tongue, and it's got the perforated holes across it. And on top of that, we've got the flat cotton laces factory laced onto the sneaker. And here on the eye stay area, we've got some, red outlined lace holders, as well as this sort of like cream or off-white colored TPU material used for the sort of the lace holders on the eye stay area. And here we've got more of that sort of, perforated leather on the side. Now, on the tongue, we've got a smoother piece of leather here. And then here on top of that, you got the Jordan Jumpman logo embroidered in this bright red color. The thread almost looks quite shiny, as you can see on the screen here. And on the inside, we've got the white cotton sock liner. As I've said in a lot of different videos, this is going to be a lint magnet, but if you don't mind, it's just going to be fine. But I would still recommend trying to wear white sneakers because once you wear black sneakers with these, this whole area is going to it's going to look pretty nasty. But then again, you don't really get to see the inside of the sneaker when you wear them, so it doesn't really matter. Here for the the insole, we've got that bright red insole with the Nike Air text printed in black. And this particular model comes with this orange hang tag with the Nike Air branding, all done in this bright orange color. And then on the collar area, we see that white perforated leather material once again. And what's different about this sneaker is that we've got this pre-aged heel counter that is created by this sort of like cream or off-white color TPU material. And on top of that, we got the Nike Air branding in black. And surrounding that, all across the backside, we see more of that elephant print material that we typically see on Air Jordan 3 models. And on the medial side, it's basically the same deal. Nothing too special there. Again, the QC on this pair, or at least on my pair, it seems quite okay. I've seen some, photos online that this particular release had a lot of issues regarding QC. So I was a little worried, but luckily I was able to cop a decent pair. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now on the midsole area, we see that typical, Air Jordan 3 midsole, except for the fact that this also has that pre-aged look with the cream or off-white colored paint used for the midsole. Obviously, we got some black here on the backside, and you can see the visible air unit with the columns inside. One thing that I don't like too much about this sneaker is that I think I've mentioned this in the previous video with the Air Jordan 1 Low Tokyos. It's just that the aged look seems to be a little bit overdone. I think they could have toned this sort of off-white or eggshell color just a shade down, and it would have looked a lot cleaner, more crisp, in my opinion. It's just that I don't know. It's something throws me off. Let's just put it that way. When I put these the leather material, the white leather, in contrast with the sort of the heel counter area here, it's sort of a mismatch. I mean, I think they could have done a better job if they had kind of toned this entire off-white color just a bit, so that would go I would say like hand in hand a little bit more naturally with the white leather here, because this seems a little bit like too old compared to what we see on the rest of this sneaker. So there's sort of a mismatch here, but I mean, what do I know? That was just Jordan Brand's design choice, so I guess it is what it is. Now on the outsole, we see that typical Air Jordan 3 outsole with the circular traction pattern, all done in red in the forefoot area. Obviously, we got the star details in gray. I mean, the Air Jordan 3 outsole is beautiful. It's got that really classic look. Now here, instead of having that white area, we've got that sail or off-white color here once again. And then you got the Nike text branded in bright red here, and I think that looks quite nice against the sail and off-white background. Once again, it seems as though it would have been a lot better had they just kind of toned it down just a little bit, but again, that's just my opinion. Now the other side of the sneaker is basically the same deal. I've got that Nike Korea orange tag here. Nothing too special. I do get a lot of questions in the comment sections about this sort of orange tag. Again, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video or two. It's just that this tag comes with all products that are sold through Nike Korea's official retailers. So if you do get this tag when you pick something up via like StockX or some other resale platform, don't be worried. It's actually a better sign that it's an authentic pair. I would be quite careful that there are some fake pairs that have this tag intentionally, but what are the odds? And I can assure you that it's one of the good or the better signs to see when you pick up a pair of sneakers. But again, that was just a little small tangent. Now, I did want to show you briefly the packaging here. As this is the part of the Reimagined pack. It's got this sort of distressed look all across the box here. As you can see, like the edges have been, kind of all whited out here. Jordan Brand has done quite a good job of creating this kind of like vintage look for the boxes and the packaging. I would say they did a hell of a better job in terms of the box. Same with the Lost and Found pair. They did a really good job with the packaging, with all the receipt and all. This pair does not come with that sort of receipt or whatever, but it does come with let me just pull that out. That small card here that has all the details about the sneaker. There we go. So if you do have an authentic pair, you should probably have this card in your box as well. But again, thanks to Jordan Brand for adding that little detail to this release. So I do not own a pair of the original retros of the white cement, so I'm really excited to have this pair in my collection. Sizing wise, I go true to size with all of my Jordan 3s. I'm sure this is going to be the same deal for this release. Resale wise, I haven't really checked on the resale platform or the resale premiums. It's just that there seemed to be a quite a mediocre hype behind this release, at least where I live, but it seems as though a lot of people around the globe are appreciating this release. So I'm guessing there is some sort of resale premium, but it's not anything crazy. Jordan Brand and Nike have been kind of like hammering us with, restocks. So, the resale premium on any sort of release these days isn't that crazy, like compared to what we have been seeing in, say, like 2019 or 2020. I mean, 2020 was just killer. It was crazy. But yeah, that's basically it for today. Please let me know down in the comment sections if you were able to cop a pair of these. Are you planning to pay that resale premium to cop a pair? I would really like to know what you guys feel, what you guys think. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps my channel grow. And I can assure you that Nike and Jordan Brand have some interesting releases coming up. So I'll probably be uploading quite regularly in the next few weeks or so. So as always, thanks for watching.